So, hello. Here we are. The Helluva Boss episode just came out last weekend for me, and now it's Tuesday. But yeah, super excited. I see Striker and Stolas in the thumbnail. We already knew that. Viv's been posting sneak peeks on Twitter about we know it's the Stolas getting kidnapped by Striker episode. We saw it in the previews and the trailer for this year. So yeah, Stolas again. Striker's back. Yeah. There was a teaser for Andrealphus. I don't know how to say his name. I saw someone going wait, how do I pronounce his name? but I know before. Oh, my hair. I know before the episode came out, everyone was just like Andrealphus. It's because it's the way Stella said it during the circus. She said Andrealphus with a British accent. There's a teaser for that. We saw an ice domain. Very excited. Yeah. I also heard cause people some people on the cast retweeted it that Norman Reedus had to be replaced for which makes sense because apparently I believe that is a busy man. I believe he is a celebrity. And I believe it was is it Edward Bosco? I believe so. Is he the voice of let me see. Wait, now I need to reconfirm this. Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah. He voiced Striker. That's the voice of Alistair. I had no idea. I saw that this guy named Edward Bosco voiced oh my god, I'm so loud. Voiced Striker in the episode, but then I didn't realize that Edward Bosco is also the voice of Alistair. I didn't know that. The name sounded familiar. I should have known. But yeah, super excited for this episode. A bunch of stuff is going down. We'll get some progression on the Stolas Blitz front, because we know last time we saw Stolas, he was looking at crystals, maybe to get Blitz to the human world without the book, trying to maybe cut off their relationship out of realizing that Blitz doesn't like him back and such. It's as he said, a lie. Oh my god. Okay. Maybe more. Yeah. Maybe more Stella stuff. More Stella background about how she thinks, why she thinks, what's going on with her. Yeah. Okay. Last time I did a ranking of my all the episodes. I think it was awful because I forgot some episodes and then I did it in the middle and at the end and I continued it in different points or whatever. So I'll look at the episode list now and then and then do my list right now, and then maybe afterwards I'll be able to rank this one if I don't need more time. Playlists. Helluva Boss. Okay. I'm not ranking the pilot because I don't care about the pilot. The pilot's fine, but it's not it feels tonally different from the rest of the show. But yeah, okay. Okay. Episode list. This is I don't have a concrete episode list in my mind, so it's whenever I make a new one, it's slightly different from the last one. So I'm not gonna look at my last one. So if this is radically different for no reason, it's just because opinions change, and I like Helluva Boss, so, shit. Yeah, number one, still Aussies. Aussies is still number one. Nothing can top Aussies for me. Number two, I may have ranked Truth Seekers a little lower last time, but Truth Seekers is like a very like stylistically animated musical number and a very like incredibly well done fight sequence, and like there's a lot of character. Oh my god, Truth Seekers is so good. It's probably Truth Seekers is probably the like in the technical sense the best like episode in I guess production wise or and just like quality. In fact, I'll put Aussies, Truth Seekers, the circus. The circus still makes me sad as hell. I love the circus. When I just think about it, I'm like, when I think of Stella starting to sing, I'm like, ooh. Okay. Truth Seekers, then the circus, then Harvest Moon, then X's and Oo's, and then Lululand, and then Spring Broken, and then Seeing Stars, and then Murder Family, and then Cherub. I believe that's all the episodes. That's my ranking as of right now. It might change in the next hour, and like it's not that concrete. Yeah. Oh. Whoa. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I guess I should just go into the episode. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, I don't know. I love Helluva Boss. I love all the characters. I love Stolas. I have a big, giant bias towards Stolas. But you know, let's go. Helluva Boss season 2 episode 4. Oh my god, Viv announced that there would be like, how many did she say there would be? Like, did she say like 8 episodes? Because I know the first season had 7. It was supposed to have 8 episodes, but like Vivziepop. What you say? 12 episodes! Oh my god, that's like 4 more than the 8 that we were supposed to get last season. Okay, that's crazy. This is is it shorter than the other ones? I know the previous ones have been pretty long. Yeah, 25 for like the last one, and like 23 for like, they've been over 20 for a bit. Dang, Aussies was so short and it's still my favorite episode. That's crazy. But yeah. Oh yeah, most of season 1 is actually like under 20. It's like 15, 17. But then like as we got near the end of the season and like we got into season 2, it's like the time of the episode like skyrocketed to like over 20. But yeah, this is more like a happy in between. Warning, the following cartoon contains graphic violence, strong language, sexual themes, flashing lights, as well as rampant demon horniness. So yes, it's intended for mature audiences. It didn't change this time. I always have to look out. Your discretion is advised. Thank you. I'll discreet. I don't know what I just said.
Stolas. Stella.
Okay. Oh my god, he's right there.
Bitch. Fuck it, imp sucker! Why did you insist on meeting me here?
We wanted to properly discuss the terms of this divorce. I feel my
Hi.
darling sister deserves a bit more compensation. After all, you did cheat on the poor thing. Surely you owe.
Andrealphus.
Andrealphus.
There was a betrayal. This woman never gave 2 shits about me or our very much arranged marriage. As far as I'm concerned, this divorce is far overdue.
We were never married, it seems.
Stella, for fuck's sake, stop making this hard.
Why is Stricker just pulling up? He just pulled up. Fantastic. The bitchy look. She really just went like. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is the way.
Not a good time, buddy. I'm sorry, it's a bad time.
She didn't have to do him like that. She was like, huh. Oh my god. You didn't have to be so obvious about it. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was cool. Like the way Stolas, like in his like cool demon bird form. We haven't seen that since Truth Seekers. So that was cool. That was cool seeing him like move like that. It was a cool way that he was animated.
Yet again, Blitzy, but I seem to have found myself in a bit of a sitch.
I've been kidnapped.
I'm a horse at the moment.
Lucky bitch.
Well, no.
What's his
Not
horse
a
thing?
hustler. I seem to have been stolen by that little cowboy friend of yours.
Oh, which one?
How many cowboys do you know? What does he look like, Your Highness?
Sexy?
That's Striker's.
Moxxie! Why is that?
With blessed rope, which
Okay,
limits
good
my
taste.
ability to free myself, I'm afraid.
Blessed rope. I wondered what.
Save me.
Shit, Stolas, I can't today. All right, I'm sorry. I'm literally.
Like that's the way he also says I can't today. Like I like I know this is like like this is a thing that he has to do regularly. I mean we've seen him do it like during like Lululand, but it's like I can't save you today. I have a dentist appointment. I was wondering how they would get like because Stolas is so powerful. I wondered how like they would like make it so Striker could logically kidnap him. But I guess like they have like there's like the blessed angel gun and now we have a blessed angel rope. So makes sense. Yeah. I'm just still thinking about Stella going like in the midst of Stolas getting attacked, just going oh my god.
On my way to take Loona in for her very important Helby's SHOT.
I'm so sorry.
An appointment at this place. Took 5 for me to get this one, so you know, and she's been doing a lot of field work, so you know she needs it.
Oh,
Aw.
well, I do
He's-
agree
that was
is
so
very
genuine.
important, but I...
You shut up already? I can hear you, by the way. Don't worry about your lanky birdie. He's in good hands.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Am I in danger right now?
He's always so casual about it. I'm gonna pause every minute. I don't care. The episode's 19 minutes long. I can pause as much as I want. I like how genuine Blitz was there. Like, he wasn't like annoyed. He was like, oh sorry, I have to take my daughter to the doctors. he really went like, oh man, I can't right now. Like there was no trace of like annoyance. He was like, oh sorry, this isn't a good time, you know. And so I was like, I do agree that is very fathers. I was gonna say they're so father core, but they're not father core because they're actually fathers. But then Still was like this. He was being so casual because she's like, wait, am I actually in danger? Crazy. Okay.
Let me and Moxxie handle this one.
Okay, are you too sure that you got this alone?
We can do it, sir. Together, we are a lethal combo. And we both have a score to settle with that dickhead.
All right, well,
We are a lethal combo. You're so Moxxie.
Now get your asses down there
Wrath.
and look for some cowboy crap or something. Come on, Looney. Come on, this will be over lickety split, all right? Oh, Christ on a
Daughter comes first.
Get his
I'm
stupid feathered ass kidnapped. I have waited 5 fucking years for this appointment. Fuck me in my little red hole.
okay. Oh.
Hi, the fuck you looking at? Hey, I'm here for that S-H-O-T for my toony.
The what?
Ugh, the B-U-L-L shit that my daughter has to get every year that U-M-O-T-H-E-R fuckers only allow us
The
to schedule
spelling.
every 5 years. How the fuck you fuck up that bad anyway, titty haver?
Oh, I can't spell. I
Oh.
can't read either.
The hell be shut, you fucking really can't say that word anymore. The appointment is under Blitz.
I'm glad you're
I don't
learning,
see any
Blitz.
on the list.
Oh god.
Oh, it's silent, you fucking.
Oh, an O. Right here. Yep. Blitzo. Yes, well, we will be ready for her in just a bit.
Don't
Please
shoot.
take a seat, Mr. O.
Oh, you. Just the part that he didn't want. Only that part.
Oh, don't worry, Looney. It's okay. It's just one little prick. You won't feel it.
Ew, don't say that. It sounds vulgar.
Excuse me.
Pervert.
Bro. Calm down. This is cool. Aesthetic. Ooh. That was cool looking. Thank you, diegetic music. Striker theme song.
Gonna bring that bird back to the lair.
With his magic rope and his western flair, he's very good at causing pain, and he loves to ride on the choo-choo.
Silenced.
Prince Stealing, he's a villain striker. He's fast and strong and tall and mean, the foulest imp you've ever seen. He'd break your bones to hear him crunch. He likes to eat that lunch. He's Striker. Oh, yeah. He's Striker.
The different genre, man.
Shut the fuck up! I'm trying to do my fucking job! You coming in here singing about me for the millionth fucking time! Leave me the hell alone, you freaks!
How does one get their own theme song?
He says because I'm interested. He says.
Nice weather we're having, huh?
Don't.
They let fire toads in here.
The fuck did you just call me?
It's not polite to call them that to their face, honey. Wait until we're in the car.
You got a problem with me?
What?
There is a child present, you filthy Rathian.
Did we have to censor cunt? That was funny. Okay. Wait, can I say that? On YouTube?
Would appreciate you calling her father things.
Is there any way we can...
Is Firetoad a slur? Is that a hell slur? What is going on?
Oh, please. I bet the hardest work you ever done is convincing your husband that little shit's his.
Oh, yeah? And what do you do that's so important?
Me? Oh, I kill people. How does a 2-for-1 special sound, whore?
Mr. O, the doc will see your hound now.
Why is Blitz arguing with some random parent?
Promise. I'll grab the gas, Millie. Go and see if anyone's seen Striker anywhere.
To a little road trip, it seems.
Hey, queer boy! You stealing my hat?
What?
Same hat!
Oh, sorry. My wife just put this hat on my head. You know, because it was hot outside.
Same hat.
I'll just ignore whatever you just called him. Why?
Motherfucker riding around here. No singing. Just a yes or no, please.
Yeah, he lives out by the Bad Man lands in the old
Bad man lands.
chaps. Very outlaw aesthetic. You can't miss it.
Oh. Okay. Okay, I don't know. The waiting. Oh my god. The blood in my head.
So, my wife paid you for this, hmm?
She was very obvious about it.
Bullet have sufficed? Or could you not afford those?
I was paid to give you the real royal treatment.
Why'd you... Damn, Stolas. I know he's trying to kill you and torture you, but you didn't have to call him poor. Stop with the classism. This is your problem, Stolas. Okay.
Really hate you.
You have no idea.
It seems she really does.
Train tracks? Really? Seems a bit cliche, doesn't it?
It's a classic.
Is the giant statue of yourself also a classic, or...?
Are you seriously judging me right now?
I'm just impressed you can suck your own dick this badly.
Look, not every ring is some fancy-ass city with some fancy-ass mansion that only fancy-ass royals get to live in. Some of us have hard lives to live. And some of us have everything we care about taken away
I'm still
by
looking.
fuckers like you.
I'm still looking at the statue. I want. Oh, whoa! Oh, I wonder what your backstory is, Striker.
I don't have to listen to your bullshit. All the royals ever
Oh.
do is try to talk over us.
I mean, yeah.
Don't bother trying your little eye trick on me. Those ropes ain't gonna let you do anything. Got something to say?
OP.
about
Jesus.
that?
Oh,
You seem to be forgetting. You are working for a royal right now.
ooh. Hypocritical, it seems.
Blitz handles me rougher than that in bed. Now try. Blitz's knife is bigger and hits so much deeper.
Being a smartass, hmm? 'Cause once I
He's just
split
beloved
your
like
neck
that.
open and let
I
you
love bird
choke on
noises.
your own blue blood, you won't
You thought you were very, very smart for that, but it was well
buried
written.
under.
Blitzy says far dirtier things to me with much sharper objects at my throat.
I love you, Stolas. Oh, he's really trying his best to deal with a very hard time.
Bingo. And this must be Tuna.
Loona, yeah, and you can hurry up, please. She's a fan of
Guys,
stuff, so let's try
please.
and make this quick for all of our sakes.
Read names better.
Come now. It can't be that bad. I see hellhounds every day, and there hasn't been one that has caused any issue.
Oh God.
Yep, right there. Told you, dipshit.
Oops,
So,
Andrealphus.
earlier, that assassin, was that you?
Guilty. Yes, it was.
You silly minx, you. Though, you know, if your husband dies, it won't turn out well for you.
He'll be dead. Why wouldn't it?
Because, my dear sister, you've already produced an heir. When he dies, his duties, his possessions, his allegiance, it will all pass to Via. So, if you kill him, you would... Hmm?
Laugh.
Did not get anything?
No, you get nothing! Oh, you're so lucky you're attractive.
Well, what do you propose we do? He won't leave me anything willingly. He hates me almost as much as I hate him.
Well, this kind of situation is extremely unique. Goetia has never behaved like this before. But with him
How
around,
sad.
we have options, opportunities. Eternity is a long time, my dear. I say we bide our time and wait for the chance to gain the upper hand.
Oh, but I want it so badly.
And he will be in time, my fiery vixen. But patience first. Now, call off your mangy stray.
Still talking down on imps, even when they're assassinating people for you.
But every good thing has to come to an end. Shame you won't see your kid again.
Don't you dare breathe a word about my daughter.
Oh, shut up.
Finally hit a nerve, huh?
I swear, if you go near her, I will destroy you.
Big talk. But just that. Any last words, Goetia?
You guys are such good fathers.
Will.
That rodeo clown told you he ain't coming. Nobody is coming. Hello?
Change of plans, darling. I need the prick alive.
I'm kind of in the middle of killing him.
Well, stop it. We need him alive to get some affairs in order. I will pay you more.
I'm so glad. Like, Stella sucks, and she's just like, she obviously hates Stolas and doesn't have a lot of a moral compass in terms of being a rich person who can do whatever they want and likes being rich and powerful and like just generally on top of things. But like she's not like she's kind of like, you know, as most rich people are, like a petulant child who just wants what she wants. But she's not like, oh, I want riches so bad, it's time for me to kill my daughter. Like I thought that conversation was going. It's like, and Andrealphus was like, well, if he's dead, then your daughter will get all the things. And then I thought he was gonna be like, we should kill your daughter now. And I'm like, is she that bad? And then it didn't even cross their minds. So it was like, yeah. They're rich people, but they're not, maybe supervillains, I guess, so far.
Spare him and bring him to us.
What's a little assassination and, intimidation to evil rich people? Very normal.
Yes, ma'am.
Oops. You're really a hypocrite. That's fantastic for you.
Well, good news for you, Feathers. Your royal says she don't want you dead no more.
Everyone keeps...
She didn't say what condition you had to be.
Why does it have to be...
I think these raids might be a pretty trophy. Can't have you seeing me again, can we?
the car noises. Well, you just somehow managed to make that badass. That code tumbled 50 million ways to Sunday. Oh, okay. Okay, animation. The super cuts between this actual fight and then just Loona at the doctor's office. Okay. Rift medical professionals. That looked good. Soundtrack kicks in. He's like, darn. Holy Jesus, that was close. That's the statue. I can't. Okay. Whatever. Look at that. Oh my god.
Remember how easy you are to choke the life out of, little one.
You don't have to be so into it. Okay. I was like, what did he say? And I was like, oh, that's what he said. I was like, yeah, okay. I was like, oh, okay. I was like,
Oh, crumbs! We have to get him to a hospital.
Loona.
Oh, good. You guys actually managed.
Look, Blitz just got ran over.
Sir, are you okay?
Oh, peachy. Yeah, no, today's been wonderful. What the fuck was that about?
Stolas got hurt bad.
Stolas got what? Ow. He can get hurt?
The way you said that, oh my god. He really didn't think it was a possibility because he's so, like, powerful and bombastic. And, I guess, confident in a way. But also, like, his status, like, how he exists. Oh, I need to read every single message on this phone. Okay. I'm sorry if anything I said or did may have offended you tonight. It's whatevs. The spelling. Okay. Next time you come over, maybe we can talk about what happened at Ozzy's. Why? Why? No. God. God. Oh, and then he wrote an entire. All he asked was why. But it was so dismissive, you know. And then he said he put an entire big paragraph saying sorry. I'm so sorry. Never mind. It's not a big deal. I was just worried about you. You seemed very upset, and you took off so fast. But maybe I read too much into that. I'm glad if that's not the case. I wasn't upset either. I just wanted to make sure you weren't. And obviously, you can handle any stupid joke a clown can make. Asmodeus can be very invasive in his humor. I don't know if he's a clown, but okay. But I thought, oh yeah, there is a clown. Fizzaroli is a clown, but like, but it's like, I don't think Asmodeus was, did I say Asmodeus? Frick. I'm too much supernatural or whatever. Asmodeus can be very invasive in his, I don't think he was joking much, but but I thought it was pretty funny myself. You didn't think it was funny. You thought you were very sad about that. What he said about me, at least. I enjoy being the subject of jest. Maybe you can say mean things to me too next time you come over. He really spun that around. It was so... He was like, I'm so fine being made fun of. Haha, sex. It's like... Stolas, this is, oh my god, the way people have been talking about, like, why aren't they talking about Aussies, even though that was such a big thing for them. They both reacted so negatively and it seemed like they had a very awful time thinking about their relationship. But then Stolas asked, like, and then Blitz was just, you know, he was flippant. He said, like, I don't want to talk about it, it's whatever. And, like, of course he was. Like that's how I would expect Blitz to act, because that's just how he treats the relationship, because he doesn't want to get too close to it. He doesn't want to treat it like it's real. He's just like, whatever happens, happens. I don't care in that sense. But, like, it means so much to Stolas, and that's why the idea that Stolas was like, oh, he was just joking around. I can take that. You know how it is. Like, holy shit. Oh, my God. That's, If you want. You can go if you want. Sure. Thanks for helping me with Via today. You were great in that human show. No problem. NP. Oh no, I'm missing some. What's the frame button on YouTube? Are you coming over tonight with the book? Like always. If you don't feel like coming, that's okay. I'm sure I can do it. I can do without it for 1 month. Okay. You plan the visit tomorrow. I know you've been busy and working hard. Maybe if you... Is it... I'm... Sorry, I cough and I laugh too much. I have, like, awful phlegm. Is it called phlegm? I don't know what it's called. The line showing that it's been a long time. You plan a visit tomorrow. I know you've been busy and working hard. Maybe if you prefer, we can skip the bedroom and just relax, maybe. I'm sure you need a break. Whatever you want, it's your night. You really just wants a relationship with him so bad. It's not like he's entitled to that. But it's so sad that he's trying so hard. And, like, to someone who's not going to give that back to you for, like, a plethora of reasons, because of personal reasons, like, social reasons, it's, you know, but it's like, it still sucks that, like, Stolas doesn't get like that love that he's been looking for his entire life, it seems. If you're not up for it or too tired, that is perfectly fine, no pressure. I don't have anything with the grimoire till next month. Maybe. I'm pretty sure this is like every month. This is like him talking about the arrangement. And then saying you don't have to actually come if you're not feeling up for it for like 3 months in a row. And we saw in a previous episode that Blitz's calendar, we saw Blitz's calendar, and it was after Ozzy's, and it was like the day with like Stolas was like circled or something, but it still said it was like Stolas maybe, like because like after Ozzy's it was like it's like up in flux, and Stolas doesn't want to push because of like the things that he realized after Ozzy's and how much he's like sort of being delusional about this relationship, like it's like complete, like it's two-sided. Even though I don't think it's only one-sided, I think Blitz cares, as is evident in this episode. Oh my god. but like it's not like Blitz would ever show that for many reasons, as I said before, and it's just feelings-wise, in terms of like expression and like effort put into it, it is very one-sided. But like even though Blitz feels for Stolas and like has, I believe, romantic investment in Stolas, he's not gonna acknowledge it because of a multitude of not whatevers, but you know what I mean. We know a lot about Blitz's character and why he pushes people away and he doesn't want to get involved in a relationship, especially with someone who he thinks sees him as just like an object to be used because of like his status and the way he like treats people like him and just like the social position that they're both in. Maybe instead of our usual arrangement on the phone, we could probably properly catch up this week, maybe Monday. I might be busy. I wouldn't want to bother you. The exclamation points are so painful. People who like exclamation point, like apologies and stuff are like, how much guilt do you want me to feel? I'm like, oh my god. You can always drop off the book on the full moon and I could leave it for you if you're too tired to do anything. They haven't, it seems from what I've been reading, that they haven't been together since Ozzy's, like in the same way that they were before, like the whole full moon month thing. But I would like to see you. Okay. This is hell, by the way. Okay, I'm like ahead of the point where I was at. Get better soon. Thanks. It's really all he has. Thank you, Blitz. That means a lot. I might be here a while if you ever want to visit. That was a cough combined with an ah! Oh my! It's the way he was typing, and then it stopped. Like he was gonna say something, like sure or maybe not, and then he pulled back, like he always does, emotional. He's not gonna respond in that way, and it's like, even though he wanted to for a bit at least, and it's like on first instinct he wanted to respond in some comforting way, but he felt it was too far, and it's like, God, the relationship, I'm gonna die. Okay. Oh, because that's his only comfort, and it's almost nothing. Oh, it's a lot of roses, of monster roses. Sad as hell. Every Stolas episode has to end sad as hell. Thanks. Oh my god. God. Glad to see the follow-up on the non-follow-up of Ozzy's. It's what I expected. It's like, this is obviously what happened. Like, they're not gonna talk about it because they never talked before. Like, even though we wanted it to be like an impetus, like a starting point for them to talk about their issues because they were so clearly confronted with them. But obviously, like, realistically, they weren't just gonna switch up like that because they were suddenly confronted with their relationship issues. They're gonna ignore them as always, because they know, it's not like they never noticed this stuff before. They know, they'd never talked about it, and it seemed like Stolas really wanted to talk about it. It was an impetus for, is that what an impetus means? I keep saying impetus? Okay, impetus. It spurred Stolas on. Spindlehorse. Yeah, it spurred on Stolas's, like, view of him thinking about the relationship. Obviously, we saw it in the circus. It was a big realization point for him, what happened at Ozzy's. And he really wanted to talk about it. He wanted to talk about the relationship, but of course, it's not gonna change how Blitz deals with things. So, it realistically wouldn't happen, even no matter how much Stolas wanted it to happen, how much he wanted them to talk, for real. Yeah, I keep looking at the wrong camera. There's a camera underneath my camera, my laptop camera. Okay, but shit. Yeah, and even, oh my god, I was thinking about how, like, his only comfort, like, in his, like, sad little, like, rich person life where he's just adhering to other people's standards is Blitz. And he, him being tortured, like, it was, like, him being kidnapped was played for laughs, but the torture wasn't. Like, it very much so wasn't. It was, it's the fact that he was, like, obviously, like, he was putting on the front of, like, oh yeah, and, like, I've gotten harder in bed, you know. Oh my god. But, like, really, like, the moment Starkiller left, he like, you could see his face, like, fall, like, ow. First of all, but, like, holy shit, like, and even in those moments where he was so clearly in pain and, like, suffering, like, the thing that he was hanging on to put up this front of being strong was also Blitz. It was also, like, his only comfort, or his only, like, shield in that defense was the Blitz. Like, not, like, consciously or anything, like in the literal sense, but, like, the fact that that's what he turned to regain power in that situation, like, his non-relationship, his sexual relationship with Blitz was still very sad, because, as I said, that's the only thing he has that's really his, like, that he didn't do because other people wanted him to, or because, like, it was expected of him, but, like, literally only for him, like, because that's who he is in the end, and that's what he wants, love, a relationship, like, the fact that that's what he turns to by default as something to, like, comfort him or to gain power in a situation is how Stolas of him, you know? I don't know what else to say. Yeah, I know. Oh my god. Oh. Yeah, I know people said there were some people that I follow. Oh, there's only, like, one person that I didn't mute after, because I follow a lot of Helluva Boss, like, accounts on Twitter, because people who are fans of the show, and I muted, like, 7 of them because I hadn't seen the episode yet. But I know one person I follow who I respect was kind of disappointed by the episode because it was less serious than they would have thought, and I do agree that it was less serious than we would have expected, like, Stolas getting kidnapped would be, at least in the beginning. But as time went on, it's very Helluva Boss in the sense that it's not serious. It's a little wacky, but you can feel, like, in the nuances of the animation. Sometimes when things change, when the music changes, when characters' expression changes, like, you can tell when things kind of go silent, and, like, silent not even, like, the auditory sense, but, like, silent in the, if things go kind of muted, you can tell when, like, characters, like, real emotions are coming through. And yeah, and you can feel that throughout the episode as things got like sort of worse and worse. I could feel that. I thought this was a pretty good episode. Interesting, like a lot of interesting stuff happened. I do believe now I like it better than Seeing Stars. Which is, I don't know, I'm so sorry. I like it being better than Seeing Stars. Do I like it better than Spring Broken? Maybe. Cause you say hit me with the Stolas feels and I'll turn so quick. But there was a lot of good genuine moments. There was the whole the subplot was Blitz Loona. And like I did some of the fight with Striker was you know serious and very well animated, but also it was when it switched to the pop song, that's when you knew it was not very serious. But and it was cutting between like Loona and Blitz's whole vet ordeal. Yeah, like the bit was trying to get a dog a shot, you know, but like with like a father concern for his daughter lens. It's like A plot. Stolas has been kidnapped and is now being tortured. B plot. Blitz is trying to get like Loona to take a shot, which relatable. I hate shots so much. One time I ran. That was like a couple of years ago. I'm a full grown man. No, I'm not. But well, I legally. But like this was like I was like 16 and like I had to get a flu shot and I got so scared I like stood up and ran. And my mom was like, she's like, this is the most embarrassing thing that's happened to me. I don't care if it's embarrassing. I'm scared. I have such a great fear of needles. I don't like them. They give me existential dread about the fragility of the human body and how easy it is to pierce. I don't like it. That aside, I was like, yeah, this is a bit. I mean, like, it's a B plot. Like, it was fine. It was kind of funny. It was, you know, Blitz dealing with an annoying. It was kind of like the relatable B plot. It's like going to get your dog a shot, going to get your child a shot, going to annoying doctor place, annoying appointments, booking and scheduling, and then how often they can take you, annoying healthcare. People who can't read, people who pronounce your name wrong. You know, it was just like a bunch of relatable, annoying stuff packed into the B plot. And I was like, yeah, I see it. I see the vision. Not my favorite part of the episode, obviously, because there was a lot going on in this episode. There's the whole Moxxie and Millie going to save Striker thing. And then I guess it's like A plot split into two parts, which is Moxxie and Millie, and then Striker and Stolas. The episodes are very, I like it. I did like that thing. So basically what's going on in this episode is that Stella is working with her brother to get like the divorce settlement. Like get what she wants from him when they divorce. And Stella's just so petulant. She's just like, I'll just murder him because I really want him dead. For real. And like with no thought to like her actually getting belongings and stuff. And it seems Andrealphus is the more cunning, logical one in that sense of like, don't you want like things? And then she's like, oh, fine. I guess don't kill him. We really see Stella as more diabolical because she portrayed it seemed very diabolical the way she was portrayed in the first time that like Striker went after Stolas. But really it wasn't like it was more so like shown in a new light here as just being like just pissed, like kind of like just emotionally driven, like I'm pissed off, so I want you to suffer, you know, which is interesting contextualization for Stella's character. And I guess that's more of what we see as when she was like a kid. She was very like just from that one picture of her, she was very like angry and like violent, and like she seemed very prone to like getting violent revenge when she was pissed off, and it seems that has continued. Yeah, she's just in general a very petty person who's used to getting what she wants whenever she wants it, which rich villain, as you know. Andrealphus, interesting. We didn't see much of him, but we saw like, you know, he was cool-headed. But tisk. Oh my god. Yeah, cool-headed. Yeah, he seemed very, I don't know, charismatic, very, like, strangely flirtatious towards even his sister, which is, like, not in the sense that he was flirting with her, but more just the way he portrays himself is very, you know, flamboyant and flirtatious, you know. Interesting. There was Striker, with his, like, this musical number is just him being cool, walking through the desert, through Wrath. But there's also his ego cave, which I didn't expect to be so egotistical. He did seem to have a bit of a head on him, I guess. But I thought there was more of a like our class is oppressed, like our race is oppressed socially instead of in the class dynamic, so I'm taking great pride in myself. But like a little more than that, it seems. It's like we're better than like that is what he said to Blitzo. Blitzo? No, I'm sorry, Blitz. I'm not the person at the doctor's office, I swear. But he was like, we're better than the rest of them. We're different. We're like the peak of our kind. Like he did say something like that, so it does make sense that egoism continues, and it's like if you really wanted like oh my class suffering, you know, like you know us at the bottom of the social food chain, you wouldn't say stuff like, well, I'm better than the rest of the poor people. Like that's not something you usually should say. But yeah, notice that he did say like to Stolas, like there was a whole thing where it's like he's like, you have no idea what I've lost, what I've gone through, with people like you have taken away from me. And like I see that, and I do sympathize with Striker in the same way that it's like he's Blitz in the way that it's like society has looked out on your race, your people, your class. It's like very strange in how like we have races, but it's like also the class structure. I guess it's like a caste system, and okay. Your race has been like oppressed, kept low on the social ladder, and like you work like your ass off to like rise above that, to like run your own business, to make a name for yourself, to be a good ass killer, you know, and like just be like a working professional in that sense, and like claim success for yourself, you know, like a very, you know, strong way, like being very driven in the sense of making an image for yourself that's very strong and successful because of like the way your race is viewed. And it's like, yeah, I do like, and I sympathize with that plight, you know. But it's and you know, I see how he got where he is, and it makes sense, and I'm like, oh, good for you. You run a business where you kill people just like other guys. But it's the whole thing of like, you are working for rich people, and I guess, and there's also the hint in there that because rich people I believe are the people who pay. So it's like there's the hint of his like, we're different from the rest of our kind thing. It is like, it's like the desire to be better and rise above your status, but like the way you're doing it is sort of trampling on the people you're trying to on like the people like you, on the people you're trying to rise above. And it's like kind of like an abandonment there, I guess, at least when you work for rich people. you'll just commit like the whims of like when you're like looking for like the whims of rich people. It's like, is this really a class victory? I don't know if this is. It's like, but it's like people do what they gotta do to live. When you're oppressed like that, when you have low like social mobility, low social opportunity, low economic opportunity. It's like people do what they do to survive, to be successful, and it's like I'm not gonna fault Stryker on that. I don't have anything against Stryker specifically. He did like try to kill people that I like my favorite characters. But like in terms of like what he's doing and like the business that he's doing, like I'm not gonna judge him for that because he's right in the sense that he's the imps are like oppressed. They're not viewed as like able to be have their own successes. And like I don't blame him for that specifically, even if it's kind of not very much of a class victory for him to be like working for rich people and just carrying out like their own like stupid like illegal murder like big aristocrat revenge business. Yeah, but I am interested. He said like about what he said about what people like you have taken from me. Like there's that drive to overcome, like the drive to be successful has to come from somewhere, and I know a lot, but it could just come from like the class oppression thing, but it could also come from a place of losing, feeling like powerlessness. Well, that's like what class oppression does, and that's why a lot of people are like driven to like rise above it with, by any means necessary. There's a feeling of powerlessness there. But he might have had like a very intense experience with powerlessness over that really made him despise like how like he was treated because of his race and stuff and how his people were treated. But like there could have been like a very intense event that made him feel that powerlessness and that drive to rise above it all. So I'm interested, It's like the characters like these are kind of very interesting and kind of very sad in a way, because it's like at what cost? Or like you're driven by success, you're driven by like oppression, but who is it really benefiting but yourself? It's very sad in the sense that like you understand why they're driven like this and why they seek power and success, but it's also very sad because it's like, who's it helping? But I get it. But yeah, interesting. I wonder if we'll learn more about him. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. There was Moxxie and Millie beating up those guys at the game. It was just Moxxie beating up that guy at the like Moxxie just had a little fight scene in the background while Millie asked for directions. Fantastic. Oh, Moxxie. I love Moxxie being capable. How lovely. They fight against Stryker. Some really good 3D like fight choreography shots. Some people said the fight scene was like too fast, and I don't believe it was too fast. It was that it was like cut short kind of by like a tone shift with the pop music and like how he like resolved the B plot during it. And it was very comedic in that sense. Like the seriousness of the fight was cut off, but like it's not the fault of the fight itself. Like I thought it was very well done, the serious moments. So I don't really fault it that much. It wasn't a deal breaker for me. I thought it was slightly funny, My nose. Oh, I've been laughing too much. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. Should I rank the episode? I already said a lot about Stolas. Stolas is great. Blitz, obviously, he obviously cares. Like, we know he cares. But, and we know he feels some way for Stolas, but he doesn't want to, he's not going to let himself go there, like, as we saw. Unless something big happens for him, like, at least to him, to change how he approaches his relationship. Something big has to happen in Blitzo's development for his relationship with Stolas to progress at all. Like, and I think that probably, maybe will happen with Stolas being involved, but like, I think maybe that Blitz's development has to have it like on his own, maybe like with the episode with his sister or something that makes him want to change his approach to his relationships. And I don't know if, I think he might have to just go on that journey on his own in a different episode. But yeah, and then there was that whole like, what do you mean he got hurt? He can get hurt? Like, he knew that Stolas was about to be like assassinated at that one thing, and he had to protect him. But it's like, he treated it very nonchalantly. Oh my god, my nose. Oof. The idea of him like getting kidnapped and stuff, because it's like he got kidnapped at Lululand, and it's like nothing really bad was gonna happen to him. And it's like, we're bodyguarding you, but I don't think you guys are actually in danger at all. Like that whole Lululand thing. And there was Harvest Moon with Striker, and there was that threat of Stolas being hurt. But it was like it's like just one cowboy guy, let's defeat him. And then when he heard that Stolas was getting kidnapped, Stolas was very casual on the phone, so that's probably another reason why. It's like, but inside it, like aside from all these instances he believed, just based on like who Stolas is and his like the way he acts and his status, like, because we know that a lot of how Blitz views his relationship with Stolas and how he views Stolas in general is tied in with Stolas's class, because it's hard to ignore. It's hard to not see his relationship with him through this lens of like someone who's like above him and who's like basically using him in that sense, because like, why would like some royal guy want a relationship with me? Or he's just using me and stuff like that. And so a lot of how he views Stolas is tied up in this image of him as, you know, like someone higher, like someone untouchable in that sense, because of his class, because of how, you know, his power, because of, you know, just who he is. But, you know, that's why when he heard that Stolas got hurt, like actually hurt, and like he didn't like treat it that seriously, because like he had like personal obligations, and it's like Stolas can take care of himself, he's Stolas. But it's like, yeah, that's why when he heard that, he was so like kind of shocked, because he didn't really believe that anything bad could happen to it. Because even when in that episode when Stolas was being like gonna be assassinated, like Stolas didn't get hurt. Like, it was just, we take down this guy. Stolas is none the wiser. He doesn't care because he's Stolas, you know. He's untouchable. He's this rich guy, you know. It's like, he's not the one that had to deal with it. And it's like, he didn't really face any consequences. So yeah, it's really interesting. And like, I guess this is probably a step forward in that sort of like humanization of Stolas, because Blitz didn't believe he could ever get hurt. But also, like, he kind of doesn't see Stolas as, like, a person, in the sense that he doesn't think he has genuine feelings towards him. He thinks everything he does is sort of, like a game, or, like, entertainment, or, like... Because, like, he's, like, so, like, sits in such a different world than me. He's, like, he doesn't think like me, he doesn't feel like me. He's just doing whatever in his own little world. But, like, that maybe seeing him, like, get hurt will be a sort of wake-up call, in the sense that he'll realize Stolas is just like me. He's a person. He's a person. He feels like me. He can bleed like me. He can cry like me. Like when he was getting tortured and he actually shed a tear, which was awful. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I guess I'll try to rank the episodes again, re-rank them. Aussies is still number 1. Truth Seekers can still be number 2. The Circus can be number 3. I don't know where I put. Harvest Moon can still be number 4, right? Yeah, Aussies. Yeah, okay. Aussies, Truth Seekers, Circus, Harvest Moon. What did I say? X's and Ooze, Lululand, Do I put... I liked X's News better. Can I put it above Lululand? No. I'm not gonna put it above Lululand. I'm gonna put it right below Lululand. Sorry, Spring Broken. I like Spring Broken, but okay, Lululand. Then yeah, this episode called Western Energy. Western Energy. Okay, okay. Yeah, Lululand, Western Energy, Spring Broken. Spring Broken, Seeing Stars, Murder Family, then Cherub. That's my list for now. I hope nothing changed in there that I just didn't think about. But yeah, this is a good episode. This is a good episode. There's a lot going on. I feel sad. I'm time to unmute everyone on Twitter. But yeah, it was good. It was fantastic. It was great animation, great emotional beats. Good stuff. Like not my favorite episode or anything, but it's like it was good. You know, like good, better than I don't know. Good episode. Good. Like very Helluva Boss episode. There was emotional beats. There was like comedy. There was the whole relatable comedy stuff. There was emotional beats tied in with like wacky fun times, like wacky fight scenes, and then serious fight scenes, and then like serious character moments. And there's like comedy tied in with serious character moments that mean something. It was good. Good episode. I need to like blow my nose and like, oh my god, my phlegm. Is that phlegm when you like laugh so much that it's just like, oh, my throat's so congested now, or whatever. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, good episode. Thanks to the Spindlehorse team. I love those shows. I can't wait for Has-Been this summer. But yeah, setting off into the next dimension. Nobody will be there. Yeah. Stolas lovers. I don't. Okay.